What's up, y'all? Standard Poke Dream Master Executive 8. And in this video, we're going to be continuing to talk about rewiring and rebooting your mindset. So we're going to finish up talking about the different mindsets that are going to help you. And then in the next video, we're going to get into the actual action steps that are going to provide the system for you to quit porn for good. So and there are some action steps definitely inside of this video as well. So let me just sorry guys, pull my screen to the half. All right, cool. So let's just get right into this. So like I said, this is a continuation of the last video. We're still talking about things that are going to help you rewire and reboot your brain. Okay? So, the second thing, this is part 2. The first thing we talked about was dealing with shame. Right? So, the second thing is to don't think about porn as an addiction. You want to focus on being a person that doesn't watch porn rather than trying to stop or like trying to beat a porn addiction. Because what happened is when you think about it like that, you put the responsibility outside of yourself. Like it's this porn addiction that is the reason for what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? It's something called a locus of control. So just to backtrack though, I forgot I actually had a quote that I wanted to share with you guys because this has to do with focus on being, and it's by Will Durant, and he says we are what we repeatedly do. So excellence then is not an act but a habit. So basically we become what we repeatedly do. So accept, one of the first things is acceptance. You got to accept that this is something that you do. You know what I'm saying? Like don't try to like push it down or like push it away or just say like this is not me. You know what I'm saying? Which in truth it is not you, but you have to accept that this is something that you're dealing with. You know what I mean? So like accept that, all right, this is something that has to be dealt with. Like it's really just that simple. And then, like I said, the next thing you want to do is just accept. So basically, just accept that you are the type of person that does it, and you're striving to be the type of person that doesn't do it. You know what I'm saying? So like, don't refer to your usage as an addiction. You know what I'm saying? You want to change what your locus of control is to an internal state, meaning you're taking a responsibility. And you're not placing a responsibility in this term of it's an addiction. So the word locus, when I say locus, it's a Latin word that means place. So it means that you're not placing your control into something called an addiction. You're keeping the control into being the type of person that doesn't watch it. You know what I'm saying? So people who have an internal locus of control, they are confident that they can be successful. They have a tendency to be leaders, and they lead those who have an external locus of control. They usually have a greater control over their behavior. They usually try to learn as much as they can. They are usually people who take responsibility for themselves and their actions and behaviors. They are usually better equipped to handle stress and challenges that arise in life. They usually actually use challenges to come out, you know, as a way to be stronger than they were before. You know, they usually in most people have a hard time handling change. These people usually they thrive in change. You know what I'm saying? They adjust very quickly. You know what I'm saying? And they are less likely to submit to an authority. Okay, and those who have an external locus of control, meaning they place the responsibility outside of themselves, they usually feel like they're a victim. They're quick to blame everybody but themselves. They usually want to be led by somebody. They usually avoid responsibility, and they're more prone to things like depression, anxiety, and stress. All right, so the next thing is acceptance doesn't necessarily mean, when I talk about acceptance, it doesn't mean you're sweeping the problem under the rug. I don't mean to just ignore it like it's like it's not an issue for you. You know what I'm saying? And just, oh well, I guess this is just how it'll be. I'm not saying that. What I am saying is just focus on being the type of guy that doesn't do that, instead of trying to beat this thing. You know what I'm saying? And so one of the ways you can do that is to act as if, just ask yourself this question: what does a guy who doesn't watch porn, like, what does that look like to you? If you got to even sit there and visualize it for a couple minutes, you know what I'm saying? And sit down and write it down. Usually, man, I'm telling you, you ask yourself questions, you'll have answers. You know what I mean? Because you already know. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these things you already know. You just got to sit down with yourself. Sit down with a sheet of paper and write out, hey, what does a guy who doesn't watch porn look like? You know what I'm saying? So the next thing, this is the third thing, is you'll want to look for other things that might be contributing to your usage. Sometimes we think that if we change an outside circumstance, then it's going to change something internal. So we might think that, okay, well, I just need to go have more sex with actual women, which is great. You know what I mean? But then if you find yourself continuing to use porn, then you know that, that's, and you know what, I'm not going to say that doesn't work. I'm not going to say that changing your external circumstances won't help. Changing the environment won't help the internal. I'm not even going to say that's going to work. That may work for somebody. Somebody may go start to actually have more relations with real women, and that may help the problem. But sometimes that's usually not the case. I found that wasn't the case for me. Like, I would go do that and then still come home and like use it. So it was like I didn't really solve the problem. You know what I'm saying? So you might want to look at the underlying issue. One of them might just be boredom. You might just be bored with your life. You know what I'm saying? And so, like, usually when you have nothing else to do, that's what you do. You know what I'm saying? You might be depressed, and because you're depressed, you do that, and that leads to more usage. So you might be caught in that cycle. And if that's the case, usually if you're bored, if you ever get bored with life, I'm telling you, the only time I ever truly been bored is when I was I will say this: if I'm not able to learn for some reason, like I don't have any books to read or like something to read or something, I would usually say I usually do get bored. Like if I don't have a lot of, and that's actually one thing I'm working on. Or when I was locked up, like I wasn't in jail for like no long time. I ain't do no years or nothing, but I've been locked up on several occasions, and being in a cell is boring. Boring as heck, because like I ain't had access. I couldn't do nothing. All I could do was sit there. So like I would like exercise. I would like read. With a little bit of time that was in there, I think the longest I've been in jail is like 3 days before bailing myself out. Actually, no, at one point it was like 2 weeks. Actually, I was at Holmesburg before they became something else, and they was about to send me somewhere else before I got bailed out there. But anyway, that was the only time I was really bored. Other than that, like you can find, I'll find something to do. Like I'm never really bored. I mean, unless I'm in those situations where now like finding something to do is hard. So anyway, and if you're depressed or something, like it's plenty of ways to beat depression. I'm not a doctor or nothing, so if you feel like you need to go get therapy, I would definitely suggest going to do that. But man, I'm telling you, one of the things I think can help beat depression I'm not gonna say easily, but it's exercise. Go to the gym. I mean, get out nature, get out the house, get into nature. But I would say exercise probably the most, because it releases those feel-good hormones, those endorphins. Go lift you some weights. Go lift something heavy. I'm telling you, man, it's going to make you feel good. It's going to be to the point where you'll be getting high. Like, man, I remember, like, I haven't been to the gym recently, lately. I haven't even, I ain't gonna be lying, I haven't been working out as much as I would like to lately, to tell you the truth. But when I was going to the gym, like, very consistently, squatting, man, I'm telling you, like, just putting, like, I was up in my weights and squatting, man. It was times where I got to the top of that squat and those hormones was rushing to my head, man. I was high. I felt the same feeling I felt like when I smoked. You know what I'm saying? Except it was better because I was like, yo, I'm like not smoking. Like, I feel so good. So I'm telling you, if you're depressed or anything like that, I would even suggest this before you even go get there. Just go work out. Go to the gym, work out, lift the heavy. Find something heavy that you're able to lift without hurting yourself, and lift it a few times. I'm saying, like, I'm like I said, I'm not a doctor. I'm not even like a personal trainer. I'm not like no nothing like that, but all I know is what I've experienced. You know what I'm saying? From being in a position of feeling like not the best, and getting in that gym and feeling how I feel like during and after. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, or do something that you find fun. You know what I'm saying? If you know, when that cue comes, go play. If you love to play video games, go play video games. You know what I'm saying? If you love to exercise, go exercise. If you love to go outside, if you love to play basketball, especially if you have a sport, man, go do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm telling you, you'll feel better. You know what I'm saying? So the next thing is you have to know that you can change. Like, you have to have the belief you can change, and to the degree that you have that belief, will determine how fast and how much you change. And there have been plenty of scientific studies that have shown that the more belief you have in a particular thing, like people, for instance, who have cancer, and they believe that they'll get better, they get better faster, and probably can beat it more than likely somebody who just thinks that they're just about to die. They more likely die after that. So, like, your mind, your belief will determine how fast and how much you can change. There have even been studies for when it comes to, like, alcoholics, that they, you know, if they believed in a higher power, that they were more likely to stay sober than to revert back into alcoholism. So, like, if you're a religious person, you follow any religion, or you're a spiritualist, anything like that, like, your belief in your higher power will help you, will really help you to change, like, for the better. So if you're religious, or if you're spiritual, like, really get into it, like fast, you know what I'm saying, like, pray, like, get into your scriptures, you know what I'm saying, do your yoga, do your meditation, you know what I mean, pray, you know what I mean, all of those things that, like, you know, as a follower that you would do. You know what I'm saying? That's going to it's scientifically proven that it's going to help you overcome whatever it is that you're going through. That ability to believe is the most important thing, you know, because there's also studies that have shown that, you know, even if you don't have that, you know what I mean, just knowing that you can beat it is the most important thing. I would say study habits and just the way that our habits are formed. We're habitual beings. 95% of the things that we do during the day is unconscious, meaning you're not even thinking about it. It's just habitual. You do it all the time, so that's what you do. The other 5% is conscious. You know what I'm saying? It's the stuff that you're actually thinking of. You know what I'm saying? So you know, one other thing is belief transference by, like, joining a group. I mean, if you join a group and you're around people who are going through the same thing and have overcome what you want to overcome, then that you'll basically look at them like, well, dang, like, well, if he can do it, I can do it. And now that belief has been transferred to you. So by you seeing that example, like, you know it's possible. You know what I'm saying? So the next thing is if you fall, get back up. You know what I'm saying? So call her right back. If you fall, get back up. So if there's something, if you know, most people on this journey, I don't know if there are any, but that just went straight through and never like relapsed. But most of the people that are on this journey have relapsed at some point. Like, you know, it happened. Just pick yourself up and keep it moving. And the reason I say that is I'm not saying that just to say that. Like, I'm saying that because if you beat yourself up about it, you'll actually make it worse. You know what I mean? Because for one, when you have a strong emotion of like shame or guilt, like it spikes your dopamine. You know what I'm saying? Which will make you go do it. And when you beating yourself up, you're feeling bad. And when you're feeling bad, you're more likely to go do the very thing that's making you beat yourself up, thus getting caught in this cycle. So like, you literally, like, if you want to continue to change your habit or be the type of guy that doesn't do this, then you can't beat yourself up. You know what I mean? If you do want to do something as kind of like a punishment thing, maybe say, okay, like if I slip up, I'm going to go donate such and such hours to this charitable foundation by like donating my time there. I'm going to go, I don't know, I've never done this. And you know what, I have done this. One time I had to do community service for something when I was very young, because I had got locked up for something, and like I had to go do community service at this fire station. But it was like a elderly place where the Haddington Firehouse, like it was like a place where the elderly went to like commune and stuff. So like I would clean up the bathrooms there, and I had to do like community service. So something like that. I mean, it's not necessarily something you may want to do, but like it's like a small punishment for yourself. So you'll think about that next time. Like, you know, hey, you know, I would rather spend my Saturday to my weekend, whatever your weekend, because I don't have, man, I work every day for the most part, but still, yeah, you know, I would rather spend my free time. I have free time though. I would rather spend my free time enjoying myself rather than, you know, going to pick up garbage. It could even be self-induced. Make yourself go outside and pick up and clean your street up. You know what I mean? Pick up garbage off your street. You know what I'm saying? Cut somebody's lawn for free. You know what I'm saying? Like give yourself a punishment that, like, something that you would not want to rather spend your time doing. You know what I'm saying? So like, that's something else you can do. The next thing is the number 6 thing is your willpower is an exhaustible resource, but you can strengthen it. So like, work on strengthening your willpower. Willpower is what's going to help you. And so in a habit loop, you have the cue, you have the action, and then you have the reward. So there's usually a trigger that cues you to go do something. So you're going to need that willpower when that cue comes to change the action that you take to get the reward, because it's through that changing of the habit pattern that's going to help you overcome this or be the type of person that doesn't do that. So you'll need that willpower. So remember, willpower is not this endless finite. It's finite, meaning it can run out. It's like a muscle. So there are things that you can do to strengthen this in addition to what you're doing, because just doing this alone is going to strengthen your willpower. But there are other things you can do to increase that will help you when those cues come. One thing is a 10-minute meditation. It was interesting because when I had did the research on this, that's something that I've been doing daily. Like I said, it's a lot of things that I've kind of been on and off with, but the one thing I make sure I do daily is meditation for at least 10 minutes. And I think it's so important because from the moment we wake up, especially me, my mind is running. My mind is going. It is going. So if I'm just like that all day, every day, all the time, and I never take some time to quiet my mind, this is in addition to sleep, but to just quiet my mind during the day and just, you know, be an observer of my thoughts, you know what I'm saying, and just kind of just let myself just be, I just feel like I have a much better day, a much clearer mind, like that carries over into my day, and it's been helping me out a lot. So that's something that I've been definitely practicing. Research. There's actually research though. I got y'all some research. Research shows that after just 2 or 3 days of this practicing meditation, your brain will be able to you'll be able to focus better. You'll have more energy and you'll be less stressed. Another thing you can do, speaking of that, sometimes sitting on these couches my posture can slouch. So speaking on that, working on your posture. Research shows that just 2 or 3 days of oops, sorry y'all. Oh shoot, I don't know what happened to my working on my posture note that I had. But anyway, I remember the idea of it after I read it. So working on your posture, right? And this is another thing that I've been doing lately too. So like these are things that I practice. Some of the things I haven't practiced, but I think they will help. So it takes willpower to be aware of your posture and then to fix it. So like oftentimes, like especially like if you're using any sort of technology, like for instance, like when you're using your phone and you're like this, one way you can help kind of your posture is to maybe like pick your phone up. You know what I'm saying? So it's like in front of you, or even if you're just sitting and you notice yourself hunched over, just kind of like straighten yourself up. So anything, what I'm saying, any kind of posture fixture, even if like, say you're bending over, you make sure you use your legs and not your back, and you just constantly remind yourself to do that. That's going to increase your willpower. Keeping a food diary, or I would say a diary of any kind, basically something that you're tracking. It takes willpower to do that because oftentimes, those things just go by. But if you're keeping tracking of it, you're using your willpower to do that. Using your opposite hand. This is something I don't really do too much other than in basketball. I know like in basketball, like I'll sometimes purposely I'll just go left most of the time. Go left because the thing I'm weird. Like I write with my left hand, I eat with my left hand. I use chopsticks. Like it's almost like my left hand is my smart hand. My right hand is my strong hand. I shoot my basketball. I shoot guns. I even shoot pool stick with my left hand. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm not gonna say my right hand is my dumb hand, but it's like it's the strong hand. So it's weird. So like when I box, my right hand is like my lead hand. You know what I'm saying? So like you might think you getting hit with a jab, but this is my strong hand, whereas though my left hand is I'm so weird, I'm telling you. But anyway, use your opposite hand. You know what I'm saying? Whichever, I would say the hand that you don't normally use for most things. So like for me it would be my right hand. So I would like use my right hand to write. Or if I'm playing basketball, I would use my left hand to play that, to take somebody to the rack. You know what I mean? Or maybe do a left hand jump shot or a left hand floater. You know what I'm saying? So like that's another way you can help build your willpower. Because researchers have conducted studies and tested like corrective action, and one that worked was particularly well was using your opposite hand. Your brain is wired to use your dominant hand, so it takes willpower to use your opposite hand. Correct your speech. So for instance, if you cuss a lot, do your best to keep from using curse words or swear words. You know what I'm saying? And not that like they're good or bad. Like honestly, I feel like swear words or curse words are very useful in certain situations. You know what I'm saying? Very useful. One of my favorite songs is by Lupe. It's called Bitch Bad. You know what I mean? And in the song he talks about using bitch as not as a weapon, but as a psychological lesson. But yeah, so instead of instead of calling a woman a bitch, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, call her a female. You know what I'm saying? I'm just using that example because somebody made me so mad the other day. And I was like, Anyway, yeah. So, or just in general, you know what I'm saying? If you just got a potty mouth, like I do cuss a lot. I'm keep real. I cuss a lot. So like, I mean, this is one that's big for me, is to just watch your language. That'll help you build up your willpower. Create and meet self-imposed deadlines. This can be as something as simple as making a checklist and checking something off after you've done it. This helps increase your willpower. You know what I'm saying? Even if some say you gotta be to work, make sure you leave for work, you be to work on time every time. You know what I mean? That's going to, or if you have something scheduled in your day, you make sure you meet that deadline. Just something as simple as this will increase your willpower. Your willpower gets taxed as you try to tune out distractions and become hyperproductive. You can use the same principle. Researchers have found that by creating self-imposed deadlines, you can work your willpower in the same way. Keep track of your spending. Tracking anything, I think, is going to help you increase your willpower. But tracking of your spending, I think, is useful because especially if you're used to just spending your money, like, however, keeping track of it and seeing where it's going not only could possibly be helpful to actually see where your money is going, but also to improve your willpower. Researchers found that simply keeping track of where your money went will improve your willpower. Squeezing a hand grip. I don't know if you know what a hand grip is, but it's basically like this. It has like 2 bars and like this little thing inside that connects both the 2 bars, and you like squeeze it like that. It takes willpower to keep squeezing even after your forearm is burning. So it's like you're actually pushing a limit in your mind. So that's going to happen. I think I'm gonna give me a hand grip and just give me a hand grip. They sell them. I'm gonna grab me a hand grip. I'll make a note of it in a minute. Carry around something tempting. They did this study where they had people carry around a Hershey Kiss with them, and so just like resisting the kiss, even though it's right there in your pocket, helps build willpower. I know at some point though you're gonna eat that kiss, you know what I'm saying? But like, let's just say, all right, I'm gonna carry this kiss around in my pocket for a week. You know what I'm saying? And you make it to day 6 and you eat that kiss. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's alright. You got 6 days of resisting it. Like that helped improve your willpower. Another thing is be more mindful of the decisions that you make automatically. So like I said, most times we think we're doing different things throughout the day, and we're really doing the same things over and over that we've already done. So I just thought about that for something that I've been doing. Yo, I'm telling you, I'm a full-time job. I don't got nobody else time to focus on nobody else. You know what I'm saying? I was just thinking about something I said about Source, and it's just like, I think I just need to push myself and just go for it and just know that I can do it. Like if I am who I say I am. But anyway, a final exercise is to simply be more mindful of the decisions that you make throughout the day. We're often so lost in thoughts that a lot of our actions become automatic. So like taking time to think about why you're making a decision will increase your ability to focus and resist temptations. So that was number 6, increasing your willpower. So the last thing is strengthening your resilience. As we know, resilience is what helps us deal with setbacks. And you want to do this on an internal level. So here are a few things you can do to develop your resilience. Is to learn to relax, practice thoughts of awareness, edit your outlook. You can learn from your mistakes and failures. You can choose how you respond to certain situations. That's usually done by taking a little time. You can keep your perspective despite what's going on outside of you, and you can also set some goals for yourself. Those are all things that'll help you develop your resilience, and do things to build your self-confidence. All right, so this is kind of like, we're going to continue this part next time with action steps. This is all under rebooting or rewiring though. So this is kind of all the same thing, but in the next video we're going to be talking about like action steps you can take. Now you can take some action steps out of here, like I just told you, a 10-minute meditation, carrying around something, but the next action steps are going to be directly related to porn and the use of it. You know, we're going to be talking about things about like getting rid of any physical porn that you got around, whether it be DVDs, CDs, books, magazines. I don't know. I haven't honestly seen physical porn since early 2000s, to tell you the truth. Another thing was blockers, like site blockers and stuff. That's actually one of the things that I plan on signing up for, and I'll let you guys know how that works out, because I think that's man, I think I never tried it before, but I feel like if I got something, or if I set something to where like I can't get to it, I'm gonna have to like work, you know what I'm saying, to really get to this thing. And it's like, if I gotta do all that, like, you know what I'm saying, I'm probably more likely not gonna do it. I'm gonna find something else, you know what I'm saying. So like, you know, I'll let you guys know which one I use and how it's working for me. But we'll talk about all that in the next video. Until then, I've given you guys a lot here that y'all can use starting today to be the type of guy that doesn't watch porn. Alright, this is Dana Pope Jr. or girl. I know from some of the studies I've seen, there's been a huge increase in women that watch it now. You know what I mean? Now it's still more men than women, but like, this is not a issue that's just specifically towards men. A lot of the stuff I do is specifically towards men, just simply because I'm a man. I don't know what it's like to be a woman. I don't know. I'm not a woman, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like a lot of this information that I got is helpful regardless of who I'm talking to. So whoever this, you know, applies to and can use this to help themselves, then yeah, let's do that. So if it's something you in this video you like, give me a like, subscribe to my channel for more videos like this, press the notification bell so you can get more videos like this. Comment below, let me know what you think. Is that everything? Comment, like, subscribe, bell, that's it. And I'll see you guys to mañana.